What's up, YouTube? This is Zachary here, and I've got an NU battle here that pretty well demonstrates the benefits of entry hazard support. It's a pretty short battle; it's only 15 turns long, but it's a good example of how entry hazards support can really help you out. So I'm putting it on fast. He leads off with Grumpig. He tricks me. Scarf, no big deal. I'm just gonna set up my 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. I don't even care. And he psychics me, and I know I'm going to die, so I switch out because it's going to be for fodder. Unfortunately, he crits my Regirock, and no big deal. He's got my Black Sludge, so he's going to trick it off onto my Regirock. I could have switched back out into my Garbodor expecting that, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to get my rocks up. Regirock and Garbodor are pretty expendable. So now I go back into Garbodor. I'm Scarf, so I'm going to get up a layer of spikes as he takes me out. So now I've got up as many hazards as I'm going to get up. Now I go into Golurk here. I should have just gone into Pinsir at this point, honestly, because I would have gotten the Moxie Boost, because I definitely would have outsped him with the Scarf, and I could have swept his team with X-Scissor, because you're going to watch me sweep the team with X-Scissor to begin with. So I don't know why I didn't just go into it earlier, but, hindsight's 20/20. I switch into Wartortle, and I thought he was going to Hydro again, but I guess Giga Drain was the safer play for him, so now I just switch into Pinsir knowing he's going to go for another Giga Drain. And here's the sweep that I should have started earlier against his Grumpig, because nothing on his team wants to take X-Scissor, especially after entry hazard damage. So he brings in his own Pinsir, and this is why I run Jolly max speed with Scarf, because I don't want to be outsped by other Scarfers. And everything else on his team is just gonna go down to my Pinsir. So, like I said, it's a really short battle. It's only 15 turns long, and it was just a good demonstration of how entry hazards can really help you out in the long run. Even though I, lost 2 of my Pokemon before he lost any of his, and down goes Pikachu. So that's all for this battle. Really short. What's up, YouTube? This is Zachary with another battle with the exact same team that you just saw. The only difference was I switched off the Black Sludge on Garbodor for an Air Balloon, because I had a series of battles where the Air Balloon would have helped me out a lot more than Black Sludge. So I did switch it out for this battle, and you'll see right off the bat it makes a pretty big difference, because I go for the Rock Blast right off the bat. I was actually faster than this guy's Armaldo. I only get 2 hits, unfortunately, but he does go for the Earthquake, I guess not noticing that I have the balloon or not knowing what the balloon does. And then on this next turn, I managed to get off 5 hits with Rock Blast, as he goes for a Rock Blast of his own, just to pop my balloon, I suppose. And on the following turn, he switches out, goes into this Tangela, I guess because he knew that otherwise I was going to take him out with the Rock Blast. I go for the Clear Smog just to see how much it's going to do. But of course, Tangela with the Eviolite. It's obviously running the Eviolite because it's got the Leech Seed and everything. So rather than try and get off damage with the Clear Smog, I go ahead and just start setting up my layers of spikes. And I get up all 3 layers as he brings in the Armaldo, and I die off to Leech Seed, but no big deal because I can switch into my Pinsir and nail it with a Stone Edge. I could have also EQ'd or something like that, but he could have switched into the Tangrowth, and at least I would have gotten off some better damage with Stone Edge than with EQ. And since I don't know if a +1 Stone Edge can KO, it probably can't. Plus, I could always miss. I switch out into Vanillux, but he Leech Seeds me, which is annoying, and then he switches into Regice, and I'm pretty sure I do carry the Flash Cannon, but Regice is ridiculously bulky, so I just don't want to play around with it. So I switch into my Regirock and I Toxic him. He does miss his first Focus Blast, but as you see with the damage that the second one does, not a big deal because I would have been able to live the second hit anyways and get up my Stealth Rocks. The only difference is that I get to take out his Regice with my Regirock, which I wasn't even sure that was going to do because I'm not offensive and Regice is really bulky. So of course I'm expecting the Water type move from Samurott. So I switch into Wartortle. He does taunt me, predicting Toxic, I guess. But So that forces me to go for an attacking move, which is Scald, and lucky me, I get the burn right off the bat. He has Salic Berry, that's why he gets the speed boost. And now that he's in Torrent range, he's just going to go for the Surf as I fodder off my Regirock and let his Samurott die off to burn. So now I switch into my Pinsir. It's a double down. I go for the EQ. It destroys his Muck, but I know he's going to bring in the Tangela, so there's nothing I can do about it. Switch out. Go into Vanilluxe. Get Leech Seeded. Go for the Ice Beam, which is predictable, so he switches out into Gardevoir. And of course, Gardevoir is pretty bulky on the special side, so it's not going to kill. Blah, blah, blah. So I figure the Gardevoir might be faster than me, so I fodder off Wartortle, go into Pinsir, take it out with an X-Scissor, get the +1 boost. I know at +1 I can't take out the Tangela in one hit, but the Tangela also can't do anything to me in return. It just sets up Leech Seed as I go ahead and X-Scissor it and take it out on the second X-Scissor. So once again, Hazard Support doing its work. 3 layers of spikes plus Stealth Rocks, which was nice because Regenerator on that Tangela plus the Leech Seed and all that made it really annoying. But in the end, Hazard Support helped me out just like it did in the last battle. That's all I got for this battle, and later.